guest. You can see we love all kinds of music around here at the Big Nickel. Let's send it over to Merrill with a very special guest.
We always love it when he's here, too. He's got the kind of reputation that precedes him, and that's a good thing. Around Music City, when you talk about a #1 singer, songwriter, rock-solid guitar player, and one of the nicest guys around, everybody knows you're talking about this guy, Grammy winner Steve Wariner. Great to have you with us.
Vicki, thank you for the kind words. Great to be with you guys.
It's nice to have you here.
Well, I got to tell you, I pull in front of Channel 5, and I see Leland was out with his camera and some other folks with their, and I go, boy, they do it right. I mean, here I am pulling in. They're so happy to see me, cameras. And then I go, oh, it's the Blue Angels. Okay, yeah.
Oh, well, that's okay. We're happy to see you, too. We'll get
I definitely knew what it was. But
well,
anyway.
We're excited to have you here. One of the things we want to talk about is a great opportunity to hear you locally. We don't get to hear you perform very often.
You know, I rarely play in Nashville. You know, I'm so lucky to get to play some really cool places around the country and around the world, quite honestly, over the years. But we played the Birchmere up in D.C. recently. It was a great, listening place. You know, they really hang on everything you do. I love those. We played the Skirmerhorn about 3 years ago. I did 3 nights with the symphony. And that's really,
fun,
we played the Opry. I love the Opry, but you jump out and you do a couple songs. But gosh, this listening room coming up next week is a chance to really just go play.
It sounds wonderful.
I love that place too. It's really cool.
Yeah, what's great is it feels like it's kind of history repeating itself almost, because your mentor, Chet Atkins, used to do that over at Cafe Milano.
I love that. He, much like Les Paul did in New York City, Chet would play every Monday night, and I'd go out, set in with him, and you never knew who would be there. There would be people, jazz players would be in town from New York or wherever. They would all head down to hear Chet play, and you never knew who would be in the audience, who would jump up to play. So yeah, that was always fun for me. And that's the beautiful thing about Nashville. You know, we were talking before we went on air. As a teenager, when I first moved here, I would go around and play places and set in with bands. And in this town, unlike any other city I know, there's so many great players. You can go down on Lower Broadway and just hear great players in the little bars and places. There's just great musicians everywhere. So yeah, this city is incredible for that.
It really
is. Great. Yeah, great players.
So is it likely that the listening room thing is going to turn out to be a regular thing?
Well,
we're hoping.
We kind of talked about that. It'd be fun to kind of jump up and have an excuse to go drag some cool old guitars out and play somewhere every once in a while. So we'll see where it takes us. I know one thing that's a cool place that we went down and I just wanted to get a feel for the place, the listening room. It's beautiful and really it's going to be an intimate, it's kind of a place where, like, if you go see me or an artist, or if you see me play live, this will be different because it'll be very much more intimate, and I'll be doing kind of different songs than I would like a regular concert on the tour, So
of course we'll hear the hits though, won't we?
Oh yeah, you have to
gotta hear Holes in the Floor, Heaven, and The Weekend, and all that.
Have to do some of those songs,
right.
But yeah, I will.
And things from your latest album?
I have a new album that came out last fall, and the title, It Ain't All Bad. Not great grammar, but it's
that's okay.
But that's me. So, I
love the Corvette you're sitting in.
Yeah,
too.
It's funny. We shot about 5 hours in the studio. We ran out to my house in Franklin, and the very last 2 minutes, I said, "Can I pull my old car out and we'll shoot some pictures with my car?" Sure. And those are the ones that made
the front and
we
the
spent
back.
like 20 minutes on those shots, and they made the cover. But I'm really proud of this project. I wrote some songs with a lot of dear friends, Alan Shamblin and Kent Blasey, and gosh, I'm leaving folks out, Jim Rushing, Bill Anderson, and Tom Shapiro. Co-wrote with a lot of good friends, and these, quite honestly, are 12 of my favorite songs that I've written over the past 8 years or so, kind of a collection of my favorite songs. So.
You doing much writing these days?
I am. I love to write. I'm writing all the time. I'm in the middle of a song now that won't leave me alone. I have to finish this song. So I'm going to St. Louis today. I'm going to do the Garrison Keillor Prairie Home Companion Friday and Saturday.
He loves you.
I love him too. He is so cool, and I love being in the shoe band. I'm going to play with the band and do a couple songs. But my point was, when I go there, I'm going to try to finish the song that's haunting me. So that's my project now, is to finish that. And so I've always got a couple of things in the works. So.
Great. Always nice to visit with you.
Great to see you, Merrill.
Yeah.
You too. Always good to be here.
All right. You're welcome anytime. You can check him out at the Listening Room Cafe. It's Wednesday. Or he'll be on the road this summer. For details for all those concerts, you can go to stevewariner.com. We'll link you there from newschannel5.com.